This is Dr. Phil Chavez. St. John the 23rd had a short 5-year reign as Pope from 1958 to 1963. He's best known for the opening of the Second Vatican Council on October 11, 1962. Now this date also marks his feast. Buried first in the crypt of St. Peter's Basilica behind me, his body was exhumed in March 2001, and it was found to be miraculously incorrupt. It was Pentecost Sunday, June 2001. His body was exhibited publicly and later transferred to the main floor in St. Peter's. Now he's within a glass coffin, and he looks as if he's asleep. Now this pontiff, Angelo Giuseppe Roncalli, was born November 25, 1881, in a small village in Lombardy, Italy. He was the fourth of 14 children, born to poor parents who made their living by sharecropping. Now in 1904, he received a doctorate in theology and thereafter was ordained a priest. He served as a secretary for his bishop until the prelate died in August 1914. His last words to Roncalli, "Pray for peace." At that time, Europe was on the brink of World War I. Italy became involved, and Roncalli served in the Italian army as a stretcher bearer and a chaplain. He left the army in 1919 and Pope Benedict XV appointed him as Italian president of the Society for the Propagation of the Faith. And later, he was made bishop of Mesembria, Greece. And he was caught in some interesting ethnic conflicts, especially against Jews. During his tenure there in Greece, he saved thousands of Jews from local authorities and later the Nazis. Following the war, they named him Righteous Gentile. Now, after the death of Pius XII, Roncalli was elected Pope on October 28, 1958, after a 3-day conclave. He accepted by saying, "I will be called John." Given his age at 77, he was expected to be a temporary pope of little influence. Now, on Christmas 1958, he began making many communal and parochial visits within the Diocese of Rome. He visited the sick, the poor, and prisoners, and in January 1959, he called an ecumenical council, which opened on October 11, 1962, which I just mentioned. 2,500 Catholic bishops were present. Now that council came at a challenging time in the church and in the world. Like his own sister, he was diagnosed with stomach cancer. In his last months, at the height of the Cold War, John the 23rd worked to negotiate peace between the Soviet Union and the U.S. John the 23rd made his best efforts despite his failing health. And on June 3rd, 1963, the Pope died in his bed at age 81. He is the first Pope to be honored as a Time Magazine Man of the Year, and he was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Johnson in December 1963. Both he and John Paul II were canonized saints right here in this square on April 27, 2014. I remember that occasion very well. God be with you.